Hello, dear friends, welcome back. Today we are moving on with another topic from Unit 8, that is email writing. So, email is short for electronic mail. It is similar to letter, but it is widely used in all but most formal business situations. Okay, it is quick and the recipient can easily receive your mail as soon as they go online. It is more secure and low cost. And another merit of email is that you can attach photos, documents, and other files to an email. So, more information can be shared through email. So, what are the differences between letters and emails? Letters are also called snail mails because it is written, posted, and received by the receiver very slowly. Letters are formal, but emails are less formal. Conventions for opening and closing are there in letters, but fewer conventions for opening and closing in emails. Formal salutation is there in letters, but informal salutation also can be accepted in emails. A written record is a letter, but emails are more transient. They can be easily deleted and you cannot see it very after that. Letters tend to be longer, but brief responses are in emails. More textual correspondence can be seen. External correspondence can be in letters, but for internal communications also you can use emails. Usually the format of an email is as follows. So first there is an option, there is a space for the receiver's address. A carbon copy can be included. Next comes the subject line. Then you salutation is there. Then starts the main body. Next 3 or 4 points belong to the body. You write reason for writing, that is an introduction. Then the main point, you developed the point and additional points can be added. All these are optional. Then finally there is a closing. So this is an example. You can pause it and look into details of the format of the email. If we go into the details of the format of an email, you can see that there are 3 sections. One is introduction, the other is body, the other is conclusion. So in the introduction part, emails always start with a greeting. In a formal email, because we are practicing with formal email, the most appropriate options are just like this. You can start with dear Mr. or Mrs. Dear Mr. Shibu, dear Mrs. Suma, you can use. Or if you don't know the name of the person, you can also say dear sir or dear madam. And the format of the email continues like this, no? After the initial greeting, an introductory sentence which indicates the reason for writing may also be added. You can introduce yourself like this: I am writing with regard to, and I am writing in connection with. There you can indicate the email subject. I am writing in reference to, etc. are the usual way of introducing. Then if you are replying to another email that you have already received, you can also say I am writing in response to, or I am writing in reply to, or I am writing to thank you for, if you need to thank the recipient. Then comes the body of the, after in introduction you start the body. The body of the text varies according to the purpose of the message. However, the text should be divided into short paragraphs. The body of the letter can be developed with different points. that is required in that email. But before you end the email, a final invitation for a reply is common in most of the emails. So these are the sentences that you can use. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you in advance. Thanks for your attention, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Then at the conclusion part, the most common way to end the email are like this. You can use best regards, kind regards. You can use yours faithfully if you have written saluted like this, greeted like this, dear sir, madam, because you don't know the name of the recipient. Or you can say yours sincerely and your name. Okay. Or simply you can say regards. These are the guidelines for writing emails that we have already discussed also. It should be brief and clear, and you will have to avoid dense paragraphs, thick paragraphs. Shorter paragraphs are advised. Use a plain background. You will have to be polite in your language. You will have to avoid sarcastic and angry comments. Salutation can be dear and name, and the ending can be kind regards, best wishes, etc. You can get the details from section 8.2.11 in your textbook. Please refer to that section. Then punctuation in emails can be like this. Use capital letters only when necessary. An email in capital letters usually means shouting. Standard abbreviations can be used, just like as soon as possible. Instead of as soon as possible, you can say ASAP. Okay. Then language of email. As we have already seen, comparatively informal language is used because emails tend to be shorter than letters. Excuse the spelling mistake there. The points conveyed are more concise. Letters often contain standard phrases, but shorter expressions are used in emails. So this is an example of the difference between the language used in letters and email. In letters, more formal language is used. In emails, less formal and concise language is used. I regret to inform you can be replaced with sorry to tell you. I would be grateful if you could can be replaced with could you in email. Just like that, you can see all these expressions and the differences. There is another concept, namely email etiquette. Etiquette is the customary code of behavior in society among members of a particular profession or a group. While using internet, we have to follow certain code of conduct. This is to ensure the reputation of both personal and professional. Reputation of both. Okay. Then, this is the acceptable way of using the internet, and this can be called as netiquette also. So there is an email etiquette explained in section 8.6.1, and there are some rules explained there. So we'll do one task. This is a task that you have to complete after this section. You will have to send an email to me. The email ID is shibukallada1@gmail.com. You can use this particular text as the content of your email, and send this email to my email address that I have already given to you. This is the email address. Thank you very much.